Alrighty. I'm gonna implement this new thing. I'm gonna treat you how you treat me. Cause I'm too damn nice. And I know these people always say that. Okay, that's cool. So if you're rude to me, I'm rude to you. Regardless if you perceive your way of being rude or not. Cause I'm socially awkward. And the way I was thinking about it is like the way that my social awkwardness is, how it's like how I'm thinking about it is like it's like a social experiment. Let's say there's 4 people in the room. Now, of those 4, one of those people gets hit consistently every single day. And let's say you're the new hire or something like that. So you see what everybody else does, because that's essentially what, from my understanding, social cues are. You're just following what everybody else does and just, following the flow of what the group does. So let's say you're the new guy out, new girl, new it, whatever the fuck you are. And like I said, originally 4 people, they always hit that one person. Your first day you see it, your second day you see it, your third day you start incorporating it because you don't want to be the odd man out. People keep telling you should be doing it. People keep saying this, keep saying that. And let's say you could be an individual. You say, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm against that. That's not what I believe and that's not how I feel like people should be treated. People, things, everything has feelings. Then essentially, depending on how the group is, they're going to ostracize you, they're going to make fun of you, they're going to call you weird, they're not going to try to befriend you because why the fuck? All 3 of us are hitting them. He's fine with being hit, she's fine with being hit, they're fine with being hit. So why aren't you just doing everything that everybody else does? Come on, don't you get it? That's how I process social cues in a sense, just do what everybody else is doing. And I don't like to do what everybody else is doing. I never liked that, because when I was younger, I used to do that. And then they come up with the line of, if your friend jumped off of the bridge, would you? Well, if I was a good friend, I fucking would. Hell yeah, I would jump off the bridge. And I came to realize I'm actually a friend that jumped off the bridge. What the fuck do you mean if a friend? Nigga, nobody's gonna do anything stupider than I am. What the fuck do you mean if a friend jumped off? I am that friend. Now, when I was younger, I was more or less, because growing up, as time progresses, I think I'm figuring out better ways to explain myself about how I feel and how I see life. But growing up, it's all I want to do is fit in. Fuck that. That ain't gonna ever happen. I'm always gonna be fucking weird. I'm always gonna be different. I'm always gonna be made fun for overly kind, or I'm always gonna be made fun for being mean, or I'm always gonna be made fun for saying something weird. But at the end of the day, I would fight you. But that's illegal to do in America. Well, I got offended. I got angry. But you're not allowed to have these big emotions outside. So I gotta get these out somewhere or another. So I figure I make a bunch of videos. I work out. I run. Because essentially, like, just because they said it that way doesn't mean I have to take it that way. So I always overanalyze just some of the simplest shit. It's just like, are they doing that to be nice? Are they doing that for longevity? Like, I feel like low-key a little bit, I try to test people's patience and tolerance because, of course, they're going to be happy and nice to you when you're easy to work with. But what if I'm hard to work with? What if I'm difficult? What if I misunderstood your instructions? Are you going to call me an idiot after the first time I misunderstand your instructions? Or are you going to call me an idiot after the second time, the third time? How fast before you start to insult me, demean me, and degrade me? Some people, you could fuck up 52 million times. They'll never say a harsh word to you. And some people, all you got to do is think about fucking up. Oh, you fucking, get out of my way, you dumbass. And I'm just like, I'm trying to learn. And like, growing up, I was always told to bite my anger, bite my anger, bite my anger, bite my anger. And I'm well aware as an adult now that there are places, there are times, and there are situations where you can be angry, but I've never really equated in my head. Because I know people aren't gonna just walk up to me and randomly punch me. It's like, you got a plan to get punched in the face. The plan was to get punched in the face, though. I don't expect people to openly try to molest or rape me. And I'm thinking those are literally the only real times, in my personal opinion, those are the only general times to really be violent. If I'm being molested, trying to be molested, trying to be raped, somebody tries to punch me, somebody tries to assault, rape somebody that I love and care about deeply, those are the only times I deem to be violent or think to be violent. But I am well aware that a lot of people in this world will get violent over the dumbest. Oh, you made my coffee too hot. Oh, you woke me up too early. Oh, you made my eggs inside out. Bitch, this chicken is cold. Boondocks, either way. Yeah. So it's just like, to me, I feel like I think too much, and I don't generally know when would be a good reason to actually hit somebody. Because to me personally, outside of those, I had to learn those. As a child, I thought every reason was a good reason to fucking hit somebody. Why are you looking at me too long? Why the fuck you said that? It's confused. I don't get it. Why are you trying to get me to do something I don't want to do? Like, I generally thought every reason was a good reason. If I don't want to do it, I'm going to abuse you because you're not going to listen to me if I don't fucking... Because there's one thing to say it and there's one thing to show it. And how I think about it is, You can tell people no. And as somebody that used to get pissed off, I'd say no, I'd say no, I'd say no. And I was on the cusp of starting to cuss out and crash out. But I'm also like, I'm fucking black, I'm fucking foreign, this is America, I'm not from here. And like I said, I've always been like this my whole entire life. So I give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt, which I guess in a sense always hurts me more than really ever hurts anybody else, because I'm always thinking about, be nice, what do I want to see in this world, be what I want to see in this world. And I will admit, I do get it back, but I have to go through so many assholes. And it's all, to me at least personally, I think it's understanding if it's like accidental asshole, like if we could talk it through, perfect. But I get a lot of people I feel as if from the time that I try to communicate with them, I can't communicate with them. Like, we've all, I assume, have had this experience where it's like, I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall, as in whatever I say they do not hear, or I feel like they're not listening to me because whatever I say, they say something that's not even remotely in the ballpark. Like, oh, I'm not feeling too joyful today, and then they're gonna be something like, oh, hungry? You said you were hungry? Come on, let's go out to eat. So I just feel joyful. Like, to some people, food might help them feel more joyful, but at the end of the day, you could have been like, hey, what do you want to do to help make you feel joyful? Or you could have been like, hey, let's go out to eat to help with the sadness. But like, it's an example. I know I'm reading too deep into shit, per usual, but that's who I am. And that's the problem with most people. They don't want fucking deep motherfuckers. They want surface level individuals. I'm just like, I want deep individuals. And it's like, in my opinion, to be surface level is more or less to just be an asshole, to be short, to be shallow. I will tell you anything, everything. I speak in half paragraphs and think in fucking books. And nobody has time for that. And I'm understanding of that, but I also want to get it out, which is another reason why I make so many videos. But also when it comes to personal interaction and communication, I know for sure I'm not, or personally, I don't feel like I'm up to par with everybody else, even though it's like, but Ethan, you talk a lot. Because performance is easy. It's easy to fucking perform, but what do I do when the curtains are down? Like, there are people that try to hang out with me outside of work. I'm just like,
in 1,000 feet, turn right onto the US 422 West ramp to Cleveland.
And it's generally not a personal thing. Well, personally for me, not for me, but it's previous experience, and I'm well aware enough to think this, but I still have to get over the hump of not everybody is the last person that annoyed me, upset me, all this and all that. So that's another reason why if I ever go anywhere, I always want to do it in my personal vehicle. That way I can leave where the fuck I want to. Because hey, you can stay if you want to. I'm leaving. I'm like, fuck. I generally do not. And I've always hated this because when I was younger, I used to love to leave parties early, or I'd figure out a spot where I could just sit and get away from all the loud noises. But you know, when you're a kid, nobody respects that. So it's just like, oh, they're just being a child. And as an adult, I'm just like, I'm just going to leave. And I try to avoid being in certain public spaces, or I try to at least go separately, just for the fact of the matter is, I'm not trying to ruin y'all's fun. Because my fun limit when it comes to being out, what I've learned about myself is I'll work a lot longer than I'll party, if that makes any sense. But also, I don't care to party in groups. Because, to me personally, just too many variables mixing up. Too much bullshit stories. There's the he says, she says, and neither of them have to be telling the truth, to be honest. And somebody can still get in trouble. I'm just like, I've already gotten in trouble for shit that I've never even thought about doing. And me being the type of person I am, people already do their best to take advantage of me as it is. So I figure keep it in smaller increments, where then it's like, you can't get people to pull together and corroborate the story to make it look bad on me because I'm such a nice person. I more or less, outside of not wanting to go out and socialize, because I'll go out, I just do it alone. Outside of not wanting to go out and socialize in group, where am I going with this? I'm socially awkward, and every day I try my best to be less awkward. Some people are understanding of it. Some people just think I'm stupid. Some people think I'm funny. Some people just like, you're making excuses. Like, everybody has their reason for believing and disbelieving X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And one of my biggest beliefs is if you've been through it, I would expect you to understand it, but I've also been aware that people can go through things, can have things happen to them, and still be the most callous, heartless motherfuckers when it comes to other people and being sympathetic and empathetic. I got a heart in this world that this world doesn't want to see. I bleed so often. I like to scream, I like to be aggressive, but they said stop being mean. So I cry out differently. So I guess I might as well keep this fist clenched and keep it inside my pocket, because nobody wants to see my knuckle sandwich coming out today. I came out to play, but they want to play aggressively, but once I start to show my teeth, now I gotta get put down like I'm the animal that started this war. I'm just trying to fucking finish it. But no, they're just trying to finish me. So fuck it, I guess. I'll just leave.
Take exit 15.
Always been an option for me. I'm not even from here. Some white lady was shopping for E. And I ain't even kidding. I'm Haitian born, American raised, and some Caucasian lady adopted me. That's literally the truth, regardless if you believe or disbelieve. I'm so used to these
Continue
things.
on I-271 north for 5 miles.
I do what I do, rather I get cheered or booed. I don't give a fuck. I'll drink the booze, I'll smoke the weed, I'll do the ass, I'll take the shroom. I'll do what I need to do to feel fucking free, but it's because I got my thoughts on other people's thoughts and opinions, like they matter to me. Just because they have thoughts and opinions, everybody got an asshole too, but that don't mean shit to me. I need to know, I need to understand, I need to comprehend. I could be the kindest person in this world and I'll be the first one dead. So if I truly gave a shit about me, I'd get stingy, I'd get a little bit mean. I'd know exactly when to be aggressive, but these social cues confuse me. Because they smile as soon as they stab me, and then as soon as they go to punch me, they're smiling still. And that confuses me because I thought mean people look mean and nice people look nice, but you look nice when you abuse me. You looked nice when you abused me. You looked nice when you abused me. In that sharp, clean suit. Pampered, manicured and pedicured too. I'm not saying that it's a girl, but dudes abuse dicks too. I'm just saying everybody got somebody that they hate regardless of gender. I don't know, maybe there's a YouTube video on this. Like I've definitely, one thing that I've noticed about myself is I definitely gravitate towards more or less autistic content creators. I do follow a lot of borderline personality. Not necessarily borderline, but bipolar, that's what I meant. I do follow a lot of bipolar creators as well as some borderline creators, but I feel as if, and a lot of ADHD. Like clearly, everybody I follow on social media is neurodivergent to some extent or not, rather if I'm aware of it or not. 9 times out of 10, I can clock it from the video. But what do I know? I'm just a random motherfucker. Pattern recognition in this brain's elite. It's so elite, I ask questions to see if people tell me the truth. They don't. I'm used to it. I'm not even kidding, 9 times out of 10. Just like a female, I asked the question just to see something. I didn't expect you to tell me the truth, I just was hoping you would. And you didn't, so cool. At some point or another, regardless of how long I spend time and energy with you, I learned how communicative and how much of me I can be and how much of me I can't be. And regardless if you say I can be more, if I can be, or I should be less, my body, my energy, my choices. In the words of Elise Myers, go find less. And ever since watching those type of videos, I'm like, who am I here to please? Not goddamn soul. I know I'm a good person. They know I'm a good person. They're still gonna feel the way that they're gonna feel. I'm gonna feel the way I'm gonna feel. And at the end of the day, we don't have to have a connection. We don't have to have a community. We don't even need to know each other. And yes, I am sensitive. So what? That just means you ain't gotta tell me shit and I already know shit's fucked up. That's literally how sensitive I am. I'm not even kidding when I can tell you I can fucking feel the difference in text message. And yes, some people will be like, oh, you're delusional. For those that get it, get it. I ain't need to be in person. That's why some people I just generally deny. Like, everything in life is so fucking vibrational for me. I generally feel like a walking tuning fork, which is why it's so hard for me to communicate. Because I'll be communicating with somebody, and I will literally feel a shift go, and it's like I want to ask about it, but like I never learned the communicational skill to ask about it. And even when I would ask about it, I've gotten used to the bullshit answers that we normally give out to people because, you know, we can't be that deep. We just gotta be shallow, and the only person we can be deep with is either a person that we're in the bedroom with or ourselves, honestly. And it's just like, okay, shallow community stuff. That title, shallow community stuff. Either way, having been to my first job today, I think I'm gonna have a good day. If not, at least I'm gonna have a good content for the day. Regardless, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. Be kind if you can. But at the end of the day, remember, you gotta be kind to yourself before you can be kind to others. And just because they smile doesn't mean they still won't stab you, or shoot you, or rape you, or molest you, or hurt you. The bad guys are the bad guys, the good guys are the good guys, but there is no bad guys, there's no good guys, it's just people. So, keep watching out, I guess.